Hey guys, this is Pam Engle, and today I'm making a video about how to use the note card system for your 2+2+2 follow-up. So you guys have heard me talk a little bit about the note card system, and I do not use it. I am a totally Excel, but I know that this system has worked for people in the past, so I just wanted to show you just in case this is something you want to do. The note card system, in order to use it, you are actually going to need 2 bins, okay, and you're going to need tons of note cards. Now, I'm kind of faking this video a little bit because I don't use it. So my note cards right now that I'm using are just a random little piece of paper, but I'm putting these postcards that I have in it to kind of show you how it would work. So you would basically need tons of note cards, and you're also going to need some, oh my goodness, sorry. You're also going to need some tab dividers, and you're going to need 2 bins. So one bin is going to be by date, the other one's going to be by alphabetical order. So the way this is going to work, you're going to have action items in both of these bins, but the bin that's going to be by date is basically just going to have a place card. It's just going to be a placeholder. All the information about your customer is going to be in the alphabetical bin. The one by month is just a placeholder. So, for example, right now it's March. So if I wanted to see what my action items for March are, I would skip January, I would skip February, and I would go to March. Once I'm in March, I see that I have a couple, well, I have one action item, and her name is Denise Smith, okay? So this is the place card holder. So now I have nothing left in March. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all my March action items out, and I see it's Denise Smith. So then I go to my alphabetical bin right here, and I look up Denise Smith. So I'm gonna go to letter D, okay, and in D, oh, here's Denise Smith. So I take Denise Smith out, so I'm done with both my bins, the one by month and the alphabetical one, and I see Denise Smith. Now, this is something I learned when I did another direct sales company. I have 3 little circles up here that represent certain things. The bottom circle represents a purchase, the middle circle represents hosting, and the top circle represents the Jamboree opportunity. So I check them off as I offer them or as they're carried out. This card, is just going to hold all her information. So it's just going to say her name, her phone number, how we met, and then it's going to have all the information relating our conversations. Anything that has to do with this customer is on here. So here it says, 2:20, called to thank her for her order. I asked her for a party in March, so that's why, okay, so she placed an order, so I checked the bottom one. I asked for a party, so I checked the middle one. And she said she's busy redoing the kitchen. But I asked for a party in March, but she said she's busy redoing the kitchen, so I'm assuming this means, you know, ask her again in March, because she's busy in March, so call her in March, because maybe she'll want to do it in April. So this time when I get on the phone with Denise, maybe we got cut off or whatever it was, I want to make sure I get that last circle. I'm going to offer her the opportunity, and I'm going to talk to her about hosting, because she was busy redoing her kitchen in March. So now that I'm going to call Denise, let's say today is April, let's say today is April 2nd, okay, I'm going to say, call Denise, and she booked, okay, and then it's going to say something like, send hostess packet, and maybe I offer the opportunity, but she's not interested. I don't know, I'm being a pessimist. Okay, she's not interested. But send a hostess packet for April. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, I know I have an action item here. So I'm going to put Denise back in her spot. Okay, in the D's. Denise is, oh my goodness, I wish I had another hand. Denise is back in the D. I just filed her. See, Denise. Okay, so I wrote on my notes, I need to send her a hostess packet for April. And because I'm dealing with Denise in April, I'm going to put her in my April tab, which is right here, January, February, March, April. So I'm going to put her in there, okay? So once April 1st comes, or a couple days before April, I'm going to look at all my action items in April. Okay, so that's how you do an action item by month. But now, what happens if somebody calls you? So, or let's say somebody sends you a message. So let's say I just got a message from Ashley Engle. Let's just say I got a message from her on Facebook, or she sent me a text, or she returned a call. And I'm like, Ashley Engle, who the heck is Ashley Engle? Anyhow, I find her card in the A's. Here's Ashley Engle. Ashley Engle, she made a purchase and I offered her the opportunity, but I have not asked her to host a party. That's their number. She met, oh, she's my husband's cousin, Andy's cousin. Okay, so on 2/20, I thanked her for her order and I offered her the business opportunity, and she just called me last night. She left me a message. So I'm like, oh my goodness, crap. Like, I don't know what to do. I need to call her. So let's just say I call her, okay, and because I offered her the business opportunity, let's say today is April 1st. Okay, so April 1st. I called her back, wants to join in May. Okay, let's say after a conversation she said she wants to join in May. Well, as of right now, I don't have an action item for Ashley in the monthly bin. Okay, but now that she called me back and there's something that has to be done here, I know that I need a little tracker for Ashley in May. So I'm gonna put Ashley Engle back under the A's, okay, and I'm gonna create a little tracker for Ashley. So I'm going to put Ashley Engle, and I am going to file her under May. January, February, March, April, May. Okay, so now once May comes, I can just find my May tab and see all my action items there. This is pretty much it. This is how you do it. You basically just have the one bin that has all your postcards by date. So this just has my January, February, March tab. And in this, I have a little tab at the back that says new. In the tab at the back that says new, I just have blank postcards whenever I need one, okay? And then the one that's by name is just alphabetical. So there's Ashley Engle under A. There's Denise Smith under D. And so you try and put as much information as you can on these. You know, how you met, what she bought, I don't know, her family, you know, redid the kitchen, maybe she's pregnant, whatever you want to put. But this is it. This is the note card system. I hope you find it useful. It's just another way to kind of keep track of your 2+2+2 follow-up system. Thanks, guys.